Okay, now we're going to go ahead and starting here at the bottom of page EX347, we're going to format our table so it has all of our data in the format that we want. To do that, we're going to go ahead and select cells B9 through H9. We're going to go to the Home tab and we're going to click Center. We're going to have all the data in there centered. Okay, next thing we want to do is click out of there and then go ahead and right click on cell D9 and go to Format Cells. This is going to be a date. We're going to go over to the Number tab, select the date category. We're going to pick this one right here, 03-14-01, okay? And hit OK. Now nothing seems to happen there, but as soon as you put in a date for that, it'll format it the way that we've selected. And then we're going to select cells G9 through H9, right click on those also. Actually, no, we're not going to right click. We're going to select them. We're going to hit the comma here, the comma style, and that sets it up to be as numbers. And then right here is the decreased decimal. I'm going to click that twice, 1, 2, and that gets rid of the 2 decimals that are the default for the comma style. So this is just going to show numbers straight up there, okay? The next thing we're going to do is we're going to set up a data validation. Now this is where we can say exactly what values can be entered into a cell. We're going to do it with the gender. We want to have only the letter M and the letter F be valid values that can be put into the cell. So select gender, and then what we want to do is go over to the Data tab here, and we have the data validation. Go ahead and click on that, and here we want to make sure Show Error Alert after invalid data is entered. The style is going to be stop. That means we put this little stop sign up there. And actually, let's go over to the Settings tab here first. I got a little ahead of us. And what we want to do is change this Allow drop down to be a list. And that brings it up like this, and then it allows us to select what values can be put in there. So type a capital F, comma, capital M, and go ahead and uncheck this In Cell drop down. Then we're going to go over to the Error Alert. This is where I was before. This is checked. This says stop. The title is what the message box title is going to be, and we're going to type gender invalid, and then down here in the error message box we're going to type gender code must be an F or an M. Okay, I got that in there, and then we're going to hit OK. So now what we've done is we've set validation on this field. So if I were to type in here, if I were to put a D in there and hit enter, it's going to give me that message box. It says gender invalid. Gender code must be an F or an M. We can retry, cancel, or get help. If you hit retry, it'll allow you to enter something else in. If you hit cancel, it'll clear the value that you put in there. So that's data validation. You can do a lot of different things with that. You can research that if you want to learn more about data validation. The next step is to modify a table quick style. So we're going to create our own table quick style. So select cell A9 so that we're in our table. Go to the Home tab, click on Format as Table, go down to this medium 2 that we used before and right click on that. Brings up the options here, and go to Duplicate. Select Duplicate. We're basically going to create a copy of this table style with just a little difference to it, okay? So we select Duplicate. Here we get to name it. Leave it as table style medium 2 dash custom will be the new name for our table. Now make sure whole table is selected here and click on Format. This is where we get to change the formatting a little bit. We're going to click bold here, make the text bold for this table style, and if your color already isn't the black background or black text one, go ahead and select that and then hit OK for the format, and then hit OK for the table, and that just sets up a new custom table that we can use later on. The next step we're going to have here is we're going to go ahead and enter records into the table. We're going to start here in cell A9, and as I type in a value, after I'm done, I'm going to hit the right arrow to move into the next box. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and type these in and then show you how to move on to the next record. Okay, now I have almost all of them in there except for the very end there. I'm going to put a 311, and then if I hit tab, it automatically goes to the next row. I'm going to go ahead and fill in the data here, and you'll see the rest in the next lesson.